today I'm going to share with you guys my favorites from Sephora. I love affordable beauty. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of drugstore product reviews, drugstore hauls, Dollar Tree hauls, etc. But I also own a lot of things from Sephora. I've done plenty of Sephora hauls. Kind of ironically, I'm wearing only drugstore products on my face today because I filmed a drugstore get ready with me. I'm doing this video with Ebates, who I've done a million videos with. I love this company. It's a website. I'll put the link for Ebates below, but basically every time I ever shop online, whether it's the VIB sale or just Sephora during regular season, Ulta during regular season, anything, I always go to Ebates first because basically you just get cash back. I know it sounds kind of like a scam. I promise it's not. It's literally, you go to the site, type in whatever website you're looking at. So if it's Sephora, Ulta, Amazon, whatever. You type it in, then they will tell you how many percent cash back it is at that time. So Sephora might be 8% or 4% or 10%, whatever it is. So then I'll click shop now and it will take me to Sephora, and then I can shop like normal, but I know that because I went to Ebates first, I get whatever that percent is cash back. So if I spend $100 and it's 10% cash back, I'm getting $10 back. You know, $200, I'm getting $20 back. And it's literally cash you get back in your bank account. It's not a scam. It's not like anything weird. It's as simple as that. There's no weird business. So I've talked about Ebates a ton for good reason. I love them. So definitely check them out no matter where you're shopping online. If you've used Ebates before and you know what I'm talking about, let everyone know below so they know I'm not like blowing smoke. It's like legitimately amazing. I'm gonna do this video by category. So I'll do some lips, I'll do some eyes, some face, and I'll also do nails and fragrance. I had to think about it. All right, so let's start with lips because I feel like I'm really into that, especially during the holidays, because I like wearing more red or brighter lips during the holidays. So my first favorite will shock absolutely no one. It is the Marc Jacobs La Marque lip creams. I've bought so many of them, all of them separately. It's insane. So what I would typically be wearing when I'm wearing a red lip, other than this is drugstore, is the shade in Oh Miley. These lipsticks are expensive, but if you're gonna get the VIB sale, I mean, you're gonna get a good percentage off. This would be the time to buy it if you're ever gonna buy it, any shade. But these are super creamy. They're crazy pigmented. I'll show you all of the shades I have now so you can see it, what they look like. But I also have Sonic Truth, Infamous, and Bad Behavior. These are incredible. The one in Bad Behavior is in this gold packaging, which is really pretty, but I also really like the black. The packaging is magnetic, so when you take it off, it just magnetizes closed, which is really nice. Like, I feel like it's really luxurious. The next product I would recommend is one that's semi-new to me, and now I want every shade. It's the Marc Jacobs Lip Gloss in Moon Glow. Now, I know Jaclyn Hill recommends one in Sugar Sugar. That one is always sold out. So assuming you can't get it, Moon Glow is a good second option. Not even second, it's a beautiful option regardless. It's this gorgeous kind of neutral light pink. It is light, so if you don't like a lighter look to your lips, you wouldn't like this, but if you do, you will love this. I love the sponge tip applicator. It is such beautiful, simple packaging, and I can't stop using it. I do not mention a lot of high-end lip glosses. In fact, I almost never mention them, but this is one I really do feel is better than most of the drugstore ones I've tried, so it's worth purchasing. I really like it. Another product I have to mention, it looks like I'm wearing this, but I'm not, although it would look pretty similar. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick, and it's in the shade Outlaw. This is on a sponge tip applicator. It's really thin and long, and these last forever. It's insane. You know what? I'm gonna apply it on top of this so you guys can see. You can kind of see the shade. It's a little bit brighter than what I'm wearing, which kind of looks good in the middle. I'm wearing a Maybelline Color Blur, by the way, in Partner in Crimson, which I love, but this looks really nice on the inside, and this stuff lasts forever. It is amazing. They have a million shades. You can find a million swatches online on different skin tones. So if you're, you know, kind of struggling between what shade to buy, you can find everything you need to know on Google. But I love this formula. It lasts forever and it's really thin, so it feels comfortable. It almost feels like you're not wearing anything, and yet it looks amazing. Another product I would recommend buying during the sale is the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. I have one in the shade 06. I'm sure there was a name for it, but I only see the number. But this is a really pretty light pink, kind of rosy shade. I like to wear this to work. And again, it's a similar formula to Kat Von D. To be honest, they really are similar. I think the Kat Von D might be a little bit better, but they're really, really close. I don't think it really matters which one you buy, but they both have a lot of shades. This one looks really nice. Like, I've worn it to work and it looks nice. It's a nice everyday color. Let's do eyes next. I actually only have a couple of eye favorites, and we're gonna hop right into my face favorites. I've got a lot of those. So my first favorite is a palette. It's the only palette I'm mentioning in this video. You know, as I looked through my ridiculous palette collection, I thought, what would I genuinely recommend to someone that was just my friend? Like, you guys are my friends. And it was this one. It's the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. This was one that I never thought I would buy. When I looked at the pictures when this first came out, I thought, ew, like, no, I don't like those colors at all. And I didn't. Like, looking at it, it made me crazy. I didn't like there was that random blue in there. It really threw me off. Like, I feel like the palette shouldn't have that. I still do. But it has this amazing chocolatey smell. I've said this before and everyone made fun of me, but I was like, whatever. If you get a little bit of it on your hand and you lick it, it tastes like chocolate. I've made my husband do it. I've made my husband's my brother-in-law do it. And they all admit, yes, that tastes sweet. It tastes like chocolate. It's crazy. It's amazing. But besides the blue color, these colors are amazing. And if you can ignore it, just look at the other colors. Aren't they beautiful? Like, it's this amazing neutral palette. They've got mattes, they've got shimmers. It smells amazing. I've done some amazing looks with this. I can't recommend this highly enough. If you don't own any palettes, or you don't own any of the chocolate bar palettes or the naked palettes, I would still recommend this one above them all, because I think it offers enough warm and cool colors that it makes it worth the price. The next eye favorite is a liquid liner. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I've used this a million times in videos. It is my absolute favorite. It trumps everything I've ever used when it comes to liquid liner. It's got a felt tip, it lasts all day, it's easy to apply, and it lasts a long time. That, in my opinion, makes it worth the price. And if you're ever gonna buy it, the VIB sale would be the time, so you can at least save some money on it. But I love it. The last eye favorite I have is this Anastasia. It's actually a brow product. This is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. I was so against this product for so long, and I don't know why it was. This stuff is amazing. It, for me, is the perfect color. Again, I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing an e.l.f. brow pencil, which is amazing as well. I'll link it below. But you can hear Pinocchio playing with my husband in the other room. Anyway, I love this stuff, and I was so against it because I was like, why would I want to put like a wax in my brows, like kind of a creamy, like, I feel like it'd be hard to blend. No, it's easy to blend, easy, it stays on all day, like, it is incredible. I would recommend buying a nice brush with it though. I'm using, I can show you, the Anastasia like kind of duo brush. This is the Anastasia number 7 brush, where it's a duo. It's got a small spoolie and the kind of pointed brush. It's worth the money, and again, the sale is a perfect time to buy them. I would say buy them both together. They're amazing together. So let's talk about my face favorites. I have a ton. This is the bulk of my video. Our face is important, and for me, that's one of the things I focus on the most, because I feel like it's so much of what people look at. So my favorite primer, and this one's new to me, but I've used it every day for quite a while now, and I am so obsessed. This is the Cover FX Calming Primer. I don't know why people aren't talking about this everywhere. I feel like it literally calms my face down. Not only is it kind of cooling, but it just makes my redness kind of simmer down right away. It makes my skin smooth, and it makes my foundation go on so perfectly. My foundation never looks better than when I used this primer before, and I love it so much. Again, like I said, I don't know why more people aren't talking about it. Now, it is, I feel like, more moisturizing than it is mattifying. I kind of feel like it's in between, but it leans a little bit more lotion-like. So if you've got crazy, crazy, crazy oily skin, you might not like it, but anyone else, I think you will love it. My next favorite is a foundation. It's a stick foundation. A lot of people are talking about this for good reason. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. I've got the shade Shell. I actually have a couple shades in this. They sent this to me a while ago. And it's the weirdest formula because it's actually so creamy. Like, it goes on like a liquid foundation. I don't know how else to explain it. I have tried probably 10 different stick foundations. I've hated every single one of them. This is the only stick foundation I've ever used that I'm like, that's actually really good. Like, it makes me feel like, oh, there can actually be a good stick foundation. It's really creamy, really emollient, and comfortable to wear, and it lasts all day. So it's one of those things that it's worth the money. The only downside is I feel like you're gonna run out of it quickly. Now, I haven't run out of it yet, so I will say that. But I feel like, you know, considering that it's just a stick and you rub a lot on while you're blending it in with a brush, you know, I feel like you're gonna run out of it quickly if you use it every day, but it is amazing. So, I don't know. This would be great if you have oily skin. Does anyone else get like baby hairs back here? Like, look at this. That is real. That is real life for all of my life, forever and ever. So the next product I'm mentioning is a concealer. This is the Kat Von D Concealer Cream. It's their Lock It Concealer Cream. And oh my gosh, this stuff is incredible. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you put it on and you blend it in, whether it's with a beauty blender or a brush or your finger, it melts in seamlessly and looks amazing. It's just a flawless concealer. I just love it. I didn't think I would like it, and like I've told you guys in many videos, I'm new to the Kat Von D product world. Like, I really haven't tried much from that company, but this stuff blew me away. I love it. If you haven't tried it, this is the perfect time. I've got two bronzers to mention. One is a cream, one is a powder. This is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. Could we all say it together? Soleil Tan de Chanel. This stuff is mentioned by many people for good reason. I finally bit the bullet and bought it. What was I waiting on? I have never found a bronzer I want to use more than this. Every single day, I reach for my little e.l.f. stippling brush and I apply this. And I look at myself at the end of the day and I think, oh my gosh, my bronzer is still perfect. It is the only time I've ever noticed my bronzer being perfect. I feel like I'm hitting this stride where I'm like finding so many amazing products that at the end of the day I'm like, oh my gosh, like I actually look okay. Whereas before I would feel like, oh, the foundation looks good but the blush doesn't, or the eyeshadow looks good but the lipstick doesn't. I found so many amazing products and this is one of them. This is the best bronzer I have ever used in my life. I have hated cream bronzer, blushes, etc. I don't like applying them, but this one is kind of a little bit thicker than a normal cream. So it applies and blends really well and it doesn't move. I don't know how else to say it. It is amazing. So if you can save up, you can ask for it for Christmas, your birthday, ask for gift cards, save them up, you know, whatever it takes, but this stuff is incredible. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I gotta move on. This video is gonna be a million years long. The next bronzer I wanted to mention is from the Estee Edit, which is Estee Lauder's kind of newer, kind of edgier brand. And it's called their Barris Bronzer, and this one's in light. It's got kind of cute packaging, again, kind of edgy. This started out with like a little splatter of like gold kind of shimmer on it. That wore away like right away, which was good because I don't really like shimmery bronzers. This is the most perfect light bronzer. It's just this simple kind of, I don't want to say orange, just a perfect bronzer. I like the name Barris Bronzer because that's kind of exactly what it is. It's humongous, the packaging is cute, it stays on all day as well. It is great. Sometimes I will take my Chanel one and top it with this, just a light dusting of this, just to kind of set it, and it really looks amazing. But if you've been just looking for a really nice bronzer that's a step up from the NYC Sunny or the, you know, the ones, it's a similar look, but it lasts all day and it looks a little bit better. Like a lot of it better. The next thing I'm gonna mention is a contour product. I've mentioned this for years. It's the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in medium. This is for when you want a chiseled look. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't truly contoured, ever, no. I haven't truly contoured in a long time. And this is one of those kind of gray tone ones that's perfect if you're creating a shadow. I haven't been on stage in a couple years, but when I am, that's what I want. That's where I learned about shadowing and contouring, was when I took stage makeup classes. So for me, this is like yes, but it really is amazing. Again, it lasts a long time. It's super expensive for a small product, but if that's what you want, this is incredible. And it does come, since it is expensive, with like a little dust jacket. Little tiny baby dust jacket. So the next thing I'm going to mention are blushes. These are from NARS, and again, this is a great time to buy them when you can get money off. I have two shades that I love. This one's in Deep Throat, and it's a beautiful brightish gold pink. I just love it. These, again, last all day. They are more expensive, but they last all day. So in my opinion, I'm like, gosh, it's kind of worth it. This one's in Sin, and it's much more berry-like, much more cool tone, blue tone, whatever you want to call it. So they're very different blushes, but again, the formula is amazing. They last all day, and I love these two shades. Next thing I'm going to mention is this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I've got it in Opal. They have a million shades. You guys, I gotta be honest. Again, this was a product that I waited on for a long time because I was like, I don't use cream highlighters. Like, what am I gonna do with that? But then I would realize if I did this on my wrist or on my arm, I would just kind of blend it in, and then I would take like a stippling brush. This is not one, it's just a brush I have. I would grab a little bit on the brush, and then I would just dot a little bit on my cheek, and it would look so good. I might as well keep going while I'm at it. It would look amazing. It would just kind of amp everything up to the next level. And I would think, oh my gosh, like it just, that's what, like when I look in a magazine and I'm like, oh my gosh, they look amazing. That was the difference in my opinion. So this stuff is incredible. I think Opal is a beautiful shade, but like I said, they have other shades. I've used enough that you can actually see that I've used some, which in my opinion is crazy because this is huge. But it's one of my favorites ever, and it so took me by surprise. You guys see the difference though? Like, I love it. And it doesn't look powdery in the sun either, so it just looks healthy. Speaking of healthy glows, this one is new to me. This is from RMS Beauty, and it's the Living Luminizer. And I just recently got this. I've only used it a couple times, but let me reiterate. I've only used it a couple times, and yet I am blown away. Blown away. You only need a tiny bit of this stuff and it's almost clear. And now I can't really put it on, but you put it on and in the same kind of spot, it looks unbelievable. I was Google image searching people wearing this and I was like, what? So many celebrities and celebrity makeup artists use this because it's so simple. There's no weird flashback. It doesn't look powdery, and yet you don't need a lot. You just pat it on. It looks incredible, luminizing. It looks like white in the pan, but it does not look white when it's on. It is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And it's kind of new. It's really popular. So it'd be, if you bought it now, you'd kind of be on the ground floor in my opinion. The next product I'm going to mention are all of my Hourglass powders. I've got a blush. I've got 2 different palettes. I used to have 3. But I'm going to show you guys my like singles because I loved them enough to get a single. So my favorite is the one in Dim Light. This one I use just as an all-over powder, honestly, and it just makes my skin look healthy. There's not like shimmer to it, but there is a little bit of a glow to it. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's the weirdest thing. If you've never tried it, you've got to at least try it in the store or something, because it's weird. It's unbelievable how you can put a powder on and yet it makes you look healthy but not powdery and not dewy. It's weird. I also have this one in Luminous Light, which does have a little glimmer. It's a little bit... Actually, it's like the exact same color of powder. So this one is in Dim Light, this is Luminous Light, and yet it just has glitter added to it. So if you want that same kind of a look, but you want to add a little bit of shimmer, this is the one you would like. So I love that one as well. These stay in place all day. They look gorgeous in natural light, inside, fluorescent light. They look beautiful always. I also have one of their strobing powders that I like in Euphoric Strobe Light. These were sent to me a long time ago. This was the only one I kept because I liked it so much. It's such a pretty, very shimmery highlighter, but it doesn't look as crazy as like just a glitter or just a crazy highlight. Like there's a million, like the Becca ones I like, but they are a lot. This one is really, really beautiful and catches the light and it's shimmery, but it's not like a freaking strip on your cheekbone. You guys know what I mean? Love these. Of course, I have the Trio palette as well. I have the new one. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit. I also love, it's got a nice combo, and I love that it has a full size of this finishing powder. It's gorgeous. It reminds me of Dim Light. So I love this. I love the packaging, but if you already know a product or a powder that you like, I would say just get the single because you get way more. Let's talk about nails for a second, then we'll talk about fragrance. So, oh my gosh, I have never tried nail products as good as these, ever. In my life. These are the Sephora Formula X, Prime XL, and Shine XL. These are these clear polishes. You put the primer on first as a base coat, then you put on any nail polish, then you put on the Shine XL. It's better than Sephora VIB. It's better than the Orly rubberized base coat. It's better than the, oh my gosh, I've tried everything. The Revlon ones, which I used to love so much. These are the best I have ever used. I've had this nail polish on for, now I don't have very long nails, keep that in mind. I've had this on for probably 5 days. There's hardly any chips. That's unheard of for me, whether I use OPI or it's Nails Ink or it's just Essie or it's any kind of Sally Hansen. They all seem to chip at the same frequency. It doesn't really seem to matter the brand. This is what actually makes the difference in them. And this stuff is amazing. It is worth every penny. If I could recommend one thing, it'd be this set. I don't think you need one or the other. You need both. They're amazing. A shade that I love in the Formula X range I wanted to mention is this X Hearts Rouge or just Rouge. I don't know. I think it's X Loves Rouge. I don't know. That's what it says. But I love this red color. It kind of matches my lips. It's so beautiful, especially for the holidays, but any time of year. I like red on my toes, as long as it doesn't look like that deep, like ox blood. I don't really like that. But this looks bright. It makes your skin look kind of vibrant in a good way. And I just think it's such a pretty color, and it looks amazing with these. I want to get more of these Formula X actual polishes, but like I said, any polish works with these. You don't feel like you have to get a Formula X polish. The last two products I'm going to mention are fragrances. And I feel like fragrance is so personal, but these are two that out of all the ones I've probably tried like, I swear 30 that are sold at Sephora, if not 40. I'm very picky, but ones that I feel like are kind of universal that would smell amazing on everyone. My favorite perfume I've ever tried is this one. This is the Chanel Coco Mademoiselle perfume. This smells so sweet and amazing, and every time I wear it, someone comments and says, oh my gosh, you smell good, and I'm like, thanks. Whereas other perfumes I wear, I swear people are like, you know what I mean? But this one is universally appealing, which is the idea of perfume, in my opinion. This other one that I recently fell in love with is by Versace. It's Versace Bright Crystal. This one is still a sweet smell and a universally appealing smell. My husband likes both of these, which is a big deal because I don't think he likes the other perfumes I have. But this one smells kind of deeper and woodsier, but not musky at all. And that's what I like about it, because I feel like there are a lot of like woodsy smells that are like deep and sensual, but they smell musky. But this smells mature, but not like an old lady. I don't know how to describe it. It's amazing. If you've never smelled this, go smell it in a Sephora or anywhere else it's sold. I mean, it's sold in a million places, but I really like this. I'm excited to wear it some more, but both of these are incredible. If you're new to perfume or you just haven't found one you like, go smell these. I think you're gonna be surprised by one of them, if not both. I've never gotten tired of them. Every single other perfume I've had, I've gotten tired of. Like, I loved Flower Bomb, got tired of it. I loved Black Opium, I'm tired of it, and I'm only like this far the way through. I get so tired, but these, I've never tired of the smell. I love them. So I think that was 20. There were some that were like all kind of clumped together as one, even though it was a couple separate. Again, go to the Ebates link down below if you want to make some money, if you're gonna shop online, whether it's for yourself, whether it's for other people, whatever it might be. This is a great time to make a little bit of money back, because we all know we're about to buy a lot of gifts and spend a lot of money, and this is kind of the season of spending money and needing more of money. So it's a great time to use it. This video also includes a surprise giveaway. So if you are interested in being one of 2 winners of a $100 Sephora gift card, check below for instructions on how to enter. Good luck. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to catch more of my videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.